Ndị be anyị ekenekwanụ m unu. Anyị si ka nke onye chiri ya zelụ. Dịka o si dị ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wetara ihe bụ ozi unu jege n'ugbu a n'iru akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya and nwere ụwa na-azụ n'ala Igbo. Ya bụ ife ka anyị wetara elu n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa na Eastern News 24. O nwere ife anyị chọkwa unu ga-egodi n'iru akwụkwọ. Ife a bụ ihe Biafran Deputy Prime Minister bụ also the Chief of Staff bụ Dr. Ngozi Olabeze kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ anyị wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa. Gegodi ya bụ ife okwu, ị ga-esi ya dropụgodara ya ife iche n'ụdị nke gị gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe ndị a niile okwu n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. All right, over to you.
Stuff or attacking the guy or whatever, as long as he's there to push for the Biafra. So when they went there to do all that, just showed me that these people is all about power, not about the Biafra movement. Because if it's about the Biafra movement, then why don't you let what she's saying stand? Everything she says, you agree. But just because she's the one delivering it and you disagree with her, you intend to go to the international stage and embarrass yourself and embarrass the movement, just shows you the reason why I continue to say these people are enemies. Just from the first day they started, it has always been about power, about who should be at the helm of affair. So yeah, John, I got you. You're my brother, and I think we have almost the same ideology when it comes to this issue. So yeah, smart down. Let's go.
Good day, everybody. I thank you all. I am always glad when I come to this space because I know that everyone here, or let me say 90% of us here, are genuine and are willing to support the COS. That is my greatest happiness here. You see, like I keep on saying, I know other people said it, Biafra is a spirit. And he uses his hand to choose the genuine people and always gather them together. Then with time, he will face out the ungenuine ones within the thing he has gathered. That is what I always notice. It has been happening for a while. But I thank God who knows it all and knows our cry and wanted to clean our tears. Yes, there is a brother that spoke here before you address him. I support what he said because our people say, "N'echiche mmadụ chere gbuo mmadụ." No, that particular day, echiche. Vam, for example. If you haven't seen it, go and watch where he castigated and insulted PM Mazi Simon Ekpa. The video is out there. And after all said and done, the gentleman pardoned him. He came back again. What did he do? He's still doing the worst now. So, when you have seen something and you was not able to dictate out the right side to follow, whatever thing that makes you to follow the wrong side means that you don't have a clean spirit, because God works with the people that have clean spirit. If you're a genuine human being, you're always truthful, you are honest, I am telling you, you must always be going to the right direction. Only what you need is to you apply your common sense and your conscience, because this conscience is very, very important. So let me throw this thing to you guys. What excuse will somebody give me now to justify the evil they did by joining Ogenkere? Let's assume we bring somebody who is not a Biafran. We put them and interview them and say, look, this guy, his name is Ogenkere. And this one, our COS, is Dr. Ngori Orabeze. When you want to grade them, who do you think is capable of running this nation? Then both of them will bring their portfolio or credentials. Number one, Ogenkere is not qualified in any means. That is number one. He cannot carry us along because he is not qualified. So every reasonable human being should add 1 and 1 together. Then number two, when you watch who was closer to our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, she was the one. I have seen both of them together in different places, and they also pictures and other things where we are all getting. Then this group of evil people, I'm asking them again. Now, the person you are following that is Ogenkere has 2 identity names, even more than 2. And you know that this is a criminality to have double identity. And you are still following this guy. No, another one. This guy you are following has been an ex-convict. He has went to jail before. I don't know whether it's because he abused a woman or because he drunk driving or whatever he did. But all I know, he has been convicted before. So how can somebody who has been convicted and has such criminal record in his destiny will come and lead a nation? Our nation that we say we don't want it to be like Nigeria, where corruption and criminality has even went to he has already went in. Even a woman selling pepper and granite in the market, corruption is everywhere, and that is why we want to get rid of it. And you know all this, what Biafra stand for, and you go and follow this guy. Okay, let me ask those people that is following him again. To make you guys know that we are not supposed to forgive these guys. So, to be honest, we will not tell them not to come in. They will come in, but they will face the law. But for us to allow them to come inside us again and become a mode, because a saboteur for once always be a saboteur. I'm telling you the truth. It's in their blood. It's in their DNA. So let me ask them again. This is somebody you know is in the cabinet. He is a finance minister of a whole country, a whole nation like Biafra. He refused to give account of all the deed. He refused. And all of us know he refused. He's not denying it. He's even bragging about it. He refused. And we are here struggling for money. And you go and follow him. Don't you know that whatever thing or damage he is doing to Biafran nation, you are contributing to him, because you are not following others to tell him, man, this thing you are doing is bad. You went and joined him. Thank you. That means for you to join him, there is a share in that money he stole that you are benefiting from, which is the corruption, and you need to be sentenced to imprisonment or whatever this thing, because whatever that guy is getting, no can get it. is what those people following him, whether they know or they don't know, they have to pay for it. Okay, now they're having fundraising, they're having everything. What for? And you will be in their fundraising, you will be in their media talking and everything, and later on upon all these damages. Do you know how many people that have heart attack within this period? Some people fall sick. Some people have migraine, headache for these few days. For these few days, because Ogenkere has sold out. He sold out even before our PM winning. And you said anybody, and our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, have said it open. He said a lot of things that's supposed to have opened their mind for a long time to turn backwards, and they refuse. So, to my own suggestion, let them go and recruit, what is his name? Gaddafi, in their team. Gaddafi that wants to destroy our prime minister. They recruit Madam Azoka. They recruit Madubuko. They recruit the most trusted. These are the people that they are gathering together to fight Biafra. And these people, they know that these people did not want Biafra. They were working for Nigerian government. So they went and collude with them. And after that, if they don't succeed, they will come back. What if they succeed? What if they succeeded? Where will we be now? Everything could have gone. So, my good people, let not let these people come into our mix again. Let them do their own thing. If they want to stop, let them stop. But if they don't want to stop, they're not going to do us anything. We're already moving forward. Our COS is very powerful. And I like the way she's handling things. She just ignore them. She's everywhere. This is what we call multi-dimension. That is what she's doing. Here, 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 here. And before, when did she declare Biafra? Is it up to 3 months? And you see the extent she have gotten. That is what we call a leader. Ogenkere will stand at the pulpit. He cannot even speak eloquently. You know, that is a Mugu that was opportune and big and tried to work with Nigerian government because he has smelled poverty. He lived in a disastered area in America, where they call where junkies live. Before he was able to teach him.
Ajegunle of Nigeria, or Ajegunle of
Yes,
the zoo.
you know what I'm talking about. Is it about him? So if you see him now wearing suit and doing that thing, is an empty vessel. But what I promise him is Nigeria will come for that money they gave him because number one, he will never deliver. So thank you, my good people, and may God
Mr.
bless you
Smart,
guys. We are doing okay.
please round up in 1 minute.
I already round up. I say thank you for listening. I use my mic.
Smart dad, thank you, thank you. You
You're
the spirit
welcome.
is in you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
All right. All right. I think the next person to go is Manny will go. If you want to speak, just raise your hand up if you want to speak. Mazi will go. Let's go.
Good, good day, all protocols duly observed.
Please, anybody that want to speak, just raise your hand
I'm
up.
speaking.
All right, go on, my brother.
Okay. I hope everyone can hear me. Can you all hear me?
Loud and clear. We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. I strongly agree with what the previous callers said. Um, repository. I'm strongly in support of what you said. You see, what it is if people come out to sabotage, because this is clear sabotage. you don't feel sorry for them. You don't call them back. Because, I mean, what you're trying to do by calling them back is you're leaving yourself open. You don't know what their next plan would be. You know, I know fighting for a nation, it's a serious business. It's a very serious business. You don't take any chances. I mean, all these Western countries that have
Okay, I think Manuel's network is out. Biafra champion, were you gonna say something before? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, thumbs up. Okay, so as nobody's about to speak, maybe I should just give some one or two contributions before someone else decide to. Something I realized that when they talk about people being paid to push narrative, you know, when you make those statements, sometimes it feels like it's just words until you really start to see evidence that people actually collect money to push narrative. If anybody can see the killings of our people, like for example, that innocent guy, that thing is still haunting me till tomorrow. That was with a bike. He was shot in the head, and the accusation was that they found a bullet with him. But subsequently, later video coming out shows that the bullet actually came from the people that killed him. So election is coming. Soludo has got to work. So he has to start killing our innocent people. And it got to a time that he wanted to pin it on Biafrans, but it was so difficult. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that what we're fighting against sometimes is not just out of people's wickedness. These are some
Well,
people's livelihoods. Go on with it.
you see, sorry, good afternoon. It's afternoon, yeah. Oh, good afternoon, everyone. You see, that's election that Soludo is planning. Believe you me, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because going by the killings of our youths in the southeast, we will use every means necessary to block that election. You're going to see what is going to happen. It can never hold. They cannot continue to kill our people and then after the whole killings will just allow it to go. It can if it happens on this earth, then you see this Biafra.
Rose, are you a witchcraft? Why did you take away these words from my heart? Verbatim.
My brother.
I don't know exactly what I wanted to tell Biafra. It's not going to happen. Take it to the bank. It's not going to happen. Please go ahead. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. You see the killings of our youth. We are preparing. That is, I can agwagodulufaji. To God, even hear me that day. Afamanka, Osofia will tell you. Nkemowo will tell you. Kimanka. Mba, Okwodo Osofia kule ko some local. Kimanka, manka ozo. They just massacred our people to please the Fulanese. They just destroyed lives regardless of who they are. I remembered when my twin brother, when they took him away from me, I remembered how I cried. I remembered how, in fact, even up to today, his death still haunts me. Not to talk of someone else. To God, looking for that Anambra state. That election, Soludo can never have it. Soludo can never have that election. How can I go to Moon bet Soludo? It can never happen. So Soludo should hear it. That election, that's to those people, because it's so disheartening. At the end of every killing, they will now bring back these same governors to come and rule the it can never happen. Go and mark it anywhere. It can never happen. So if it's for that election, you people should forget about it. Forget the election. We're just looking at them. It cannot happen.
So Rose,
Yesterday,
you see when Mazinam Kanu was in court when he said you Nigerians are like the way they are because they don't know their law.
yes,
There's another picture that was spreading up, right? There was like 5 young boys that were killed. The picture was taken from like a drone kind of, it was like a bird's eye view kind of, right?
mm,
5 of them said this were uh, Biafra ESN or Biafra agitator wanting that they killed in a gun battle.
yeah.
And they said it just happened. They didn't say it has happened previously. And if you look at the picture, so I have a question for you now. If you are in a gun battle with somebody and they gun the person down, where is the gun going to fall?
Right in front of you. Right in front of you.
Or do you know in that picture there was no gun anywhere near those innocent people that were killed? But Nigerians were actually giving applause and saying, "Job well done."
You
This
see,
is what we're asking for. Then
anything coming emanating from Nigeria is just it. I don't know. I came here the other day. I told you people, Nigerian government can never release it now. They can. So you people should stop wasting your time.
my point is this.
Hey,
My point is this. The people that you are actually even speaking with sometimes, everything is all about emotion, not fact, not reality. They don't have that investigative attitude, that investigative reasoning to look at something and ask questions like this is out of place. They just celebrate the killings of our people. So now I have one question for you regarding this election in Anambra State. Do you think we'll be able to have the logistic to stop an Anambra election, since it is a one-state election?
Can I
Anambra,
answer that question?
Anambra State election is just in my hand. Do you know what they call Ofenkupu? That is what Anambra State. We will match them men to men, iron to iron, and bullet for bullet that day. Nobody can conduct election in Anambra State. It can't happen. I'm telling you from here that it can never happen. You see that Anambra election? We have everything in place to make sure it can never happen.
Rose,
Yes.
come baziego no. Asna isi na bobaro here wanyano. What greatest? Listen and listen good. You are my brother. Prior to this time, when we talk about there will be no election, we are talking about that on the premise of still not being a sovereign nation. I want you to see the stark contrast, okay, between a nation and a nation about to be. Prior to this time, when we are talking about that there would not be any election, we were trying to be a nation. But now we are full-blown nation. And the people supposedly talking about election are illegal occupiers, aliens. What do you do to alien? Your guess is as good as mine.
My
The-
brother, me and you, see, you look at my point. I agree with you everywhere, but I'm saying, can we
You're
be able
talking
to
about, listen, I know
mobilize?
where you're going. You're talking about the logistics,
Yes,
right? Forget.
right, correct.
We can't just tell you this is the
Are we
systematic
hearing
approach that we're going to use.
good? Are we
No, I
hearing
don't need you to tell me systematic
I'm
approach.
No,
Yeah,
you can't.
just broad
Just know that
Rosette,
it can never happen. Just know
Rosanna,
that it can never happen. Yes.
Rosanna, hapu, come to what greatest azu. Maka n'ihi na esi m oru bata. Gee ntị what greatest. They know that the game is up. Onye na-azọ ihe onwe na-eji aka abụọ azụ ya. Onye na-azọ ihe onwe na-eji otu aka. You see that Anambra election, we don't have any election that has anything to do with a terrorist government. It is not going to happen in Anambra State. Take my words to the bank. It's not going to come back void. Defense. Achọrọ m iji otu okwute amawu nnụnụ n'abọ. As I'm talking to World Greatest, I'm equally telling Defense something. Defense, whatever we are doing to build the army, please, we must hurry up because the enemies are not folding their hands. We must hurry it up and make sure that we are ready. Let us show the world that we are going to root them out, probably starting from Anambra. But prior to that time, you are going to see a whole lot of things starting from in the next couple of months, if not weeks. And I am highly optimistic that our DPM is going to conduct and have interviews with some other international bodies who are beginning now to show interest, knowing that Biafra has come to stay. And once that interview is being done, is spreading and disseminated all to all the world that this is a newborn nation. And they know it. That little show that they went and assembled the 40 states of Biafra in the capital, Ebube, is an eye-opener. When you go and see the number of views on our DPM's handle, you will know that they are peeping to see what is going on. And they have seen the writing on the wall. But let us leave it at that. I want you to know, Genwawo, World Greatest, when you are fighting for what belongs to you, you don't use one hand, you drag it with both hands. But let's continue. Thank you.
Well, I like the answer you gave, the first answer you gave, when you say you're going to use one stone and kill two birds. And I kind of see the word play and what you did there. And I think I like that. And I really like that. And I stand on that too. And that is what I was asking. And that kind of answered my question in a very, very, okay, I get it. I get you. I will take that first one. I like that first one, the first answer you gave. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Ebuka, Ibeto, let's go. Ebuka, are you there? You just came in. Well, if you're not going to speak, if nobody's speaking yet, so let me just continue. Let me emphasize
Yeah,
on what you
I
said.
don't think Rose, have you finished your submission? I think you were. I took it from you as a brother. I hope you are not offended by that.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
Rose.
no. Offended. Kwa. Offended. The people offending me now, they are Nigerian government. Now, my brother, how old is Tinubu? Let's even start from there. I wanted to find out something because okay, well now, let us tell the world what is happening in our country.
Onye bara skulu nwoke pụta ka nwaanyị ka eke iyi esi ma eji. Ngwanụ
Mbana,
jewalụ
because
But if I should guess,
because
if I
because
should guess, I think he's going to be around his late 80s.
okay, so how old is the daughter?
Yeah, the daughter is in her 60s, in her 50s, late 50s, early 60s. So
Okay, but
it's actually,
Tinubu told us that he's 70 or quite to 75 years now. Then
no,
the daughter is
it's,
50. So
it should be towards his late 80s. You know,
so
you look,
now you can see a man who Finland is listening to, a man who has no
but
potential. Eh?
check I'm joking. Again, can you maka that age? Imana or too many people she battle n'obodo ma ndụ na-agba bọọlụ ndụ na-agba this thing. So maybe all him will change gịnị ahịa age to what we know now. But I'm na onye ha
But his document is carrying 75 years.
75 years is not his age. So I
So
just
that
give
is
you
it. We know that he reduced his age by 10 years. But it doesn't make any sense that this is the same person that have
No,
all these criminal
wait.
records.
Before you proceed, you were talking about another person. This is a man who graduated from a school even before the school was established. So what are we talking about? Are we going to keep going round and round in a man who is as corrupt as the word corruption itself? See, please, I'm just saying this. If there is any way, because I'm optimistic that intelligence.
ndị be anyị ngwadalụ nne na ukwu si wee na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa ka efi were ekwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe Biafran Chief of Staff kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ bụ Dr. Ngozi Orabaeze. Gịnị ka i were ekwu n'ụdị nke gị gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile nọ okwu n'iru akwụkwọ? Drọpụọla ya alụ gị, drọpụọla ife iche n'ụdị nke gị ka a mara ife iche your own reaction gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na Eastern News 24 ebe anyị si wetara onye bụ ozi ọzọ dị ka ịbịa bụ tụsakwa ya bụ ozi ka ụmụnne anyị dozi n'ebe dị iche iche wee marakwa ife na-emenụ and wee mara the update on the latest development on Biafra Republic government in exile. Daalụ niile na ụmụnne m ka emesịanụ.